Sun Wukong, with 15% of his power, absolutely destroyed Prometheus with a single attack, revealing to us why this outer god is regarded as the unbreakable, having confirmed multiple versions of immortality as explained in the Journey to the West, and many more things we need to go over in today's Record of Ragnarok, the Apocalypse of the Gods video. So as a reminder, this manga is canon to the official series, just set before the events we know in the main Ragnarok tournament, where these gods are fighting to get a spot in that tournament. We are on the second fight, Wukong vs Prometheus, where the winner of this clash will face Cuchulainn in round 2 much later in the series, with the first chapters of this fight being in the favour of Prometheus, him dominating, landing an attack that many other gods would not be able to handle, and the fact that Wukong was able to survive this already highlighted to this Greek god that the monkey boy is without a doubt overpowered and worthy of the title, the Great Sage equal to heaven. Bringing us to the explanation of Wukong's ability and why he's so overpowered. Claiming himself that here in this unbreakable body of mine, I've had all the power from every attack I've received, every one I've taken, from all the fights I've had so far, in other words, destructive energy itself, stockpiled up every last bit, meaning during the lore about Wukong, every time he's faced an attack, he is capable of storing that energy from his opponent within his body. Now, in combination with his divine weapon, this staff, he can unleash a tiny percentage of that power to use in an attack. This is where he used 15% on Prometheus, which was in fact overkill on the god, as in the final moments here we see the divine weapon of the first outer god shatter and seemingly be destroyed, leading everyone to freak out and Wukong to think maybe 15% was too much. At first he was gonna go with 5%, maybe he overestimated Prometheus due to his powerful attack at first, but it's very possible that the monkey boy just won this round after landing a single attack, a blow that I'll be breaking down shortly in today's video. But let's quickly go over how Wukong's immortality works in the Record of Ragnarok series, something I've seen many of you guys mention in the comments on other videos. So this is the page in the Apocalypse of the Gods manga that goes over Wukong's immortality, mentioning that he ate the peaches of immortality alongside the golden pills, the ultimate drug of immortality, which likely had given him this ability alongside him being recognized as the outer god, the unbreakable one in this group. We have the name of many other outer gods already revealed, some similarities between them, which would have made this moment at the start of the manga pretty interesting. But outside of that, we learn that Wukong's lore is actually insanely wild, where it's claimed by some of the gods watching here that he went on a journey where he had to face off with the most top tier gods, Buddhas and monsters. This translation we have here says multiple Buddhas, likely not the one we know in the main series, the official Buddha. I do wonder how their flashbacks are going to be explored, or whether some type of connection is going to be made during this fight, or maybe after when Wukong seemingly wins, we could see the Buddha from the main series making an appearance to say something, or maybe just a flashback to their battle at some point in the past. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But now let's go over the actual attack Wukong used with 15% of his power to absolutely destroy Prometheus, an attack so overpowered that everyone watching didn't even know what happened. In a similar instance to when Zeus used the fist that surpassed time, the likes of Ares was stunned, had no idea what happened. Hermes claimed himself that he didn't see it, but somehow provided an explanation regardless due to his additional knowledge. Ares was able to see the initial attacks in the fight, but when Wukong used this move, no one understood what happened, and that's because it did this. coming in the form of a small needle from his ear, instantly transforming into the iconic divine weapon that, paired with Wukong unleashing 15% of his power, had aura already noted by the gods watching and forcing Prometheus to react. But this weapon, this attack, does not have the concept of striking range, landing a tap directly on the Greek god, leading to the end of him. The other gods saw an ordinary thrust, but tremendous force came from it. Something beyond speed and even force. This is what Prometheus faced alone. He seemingly gets teleported to this unknown realm of various monsters and likely gods, landing direct attacks on him with nothing he can do. Even a Buddha statue, which represents all of Wukong's previous battles, at least making up 15% of his power, relating to his ability I explained earlier in today's video. This was pretty much the visual representation of this. Truly broken, and likely was increased even more by Wukong surviving Prometheus's initial attack. And if he does face Cuchulainn in the next round, and perhaps his ultimate attack, something even more crazy could come from this god when unleashing more of his power, resulting in his immortality in combination with his ability and this divine weapon as well, one of the strongest combos we've seen in Ragnarok to this day. It's not fully explained, I imagine, but with this alone, he is absolutely overpowered. Something many people wanted from him. You could say it is unfortunate for Prometheus and somewhat disappointing for this fight if it is in fact over. However, for the sake of hyping up Wukong and giving him some justice like many people wanted, this is a pretty, respectable outcome for the monkey boy. Now boys, before I continue, if you want to support the channel even more, check out Gamer Subs with new drops, link at the top of the description. Using my code gives you a 10% discount and also supports the channel directly. It's greatly appreciated. Also, the channel merch available for you guys, link at the top of the description. I also think it's a good time to address comments like these. This guy says, I'm scared how he's going to be portrayed. Wukong just has so many moves and abilities and stuff about him that they're either going to have to be really creative or he'll be mega nerfed. I think it's safe to say, based on his performance in this chapter, the nerfing isn't really a case. But of course, most gods, if not every god in Ragnarok, is nerfed to a degree, so expect stuff like this. I would also like to make it pretty clear that the Greek gods have once again got very unlucky. The Pantheon that lost the most in the main series when it comes to defeats. Yes, they also had the most fighters and did claim some victories, but based on what's going on here, it seems like another Greek god is going to face defeat once again. Rip to the bozo Hercules, a character I don't like too much, cheering for his boy Prometheus. Unlucky mate. Now before I continue, let me know down in the comments, do you think we're going to see some type of monkey transformation from Wukong? I still hope so, but maybe not in this fight. If he is officially the winner here, his round 2 fight against Cuchulainn, where he enters his berserker-like state, with both wielding an insanely overpowered attack, could lead to some transformation from Wukong to keep up. Can't wait to see something like that. And that's pretty much everything major I wanted to talk about. Make sure to watch this video after this to learn more about the Ragnarok series. Shout out to these members, the absolute mad lads. Consider becoming one yourselves, and that's it guys. Peace.